welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our weekly Ascension Angel Messages for December 23rd through the 29th, 2024. So, as we start out in this week and begin this reading, I'd like to thank all of you for your presence, your support, and your continued collective input into what unfolds here. Because you are here, the readings that come through are very much specifically tailored to you as your higher selves are contributing to the wisdom and the knowledge that is coming through, the blessings that we all need to receive from our angels. And if anyone is new to our Angelic Wisdom community, welcome. And I also hope that you'll be joining us on this particular series, the weekly series. If for any reason anyone feels called to have an angel reading with me, you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com/services. That link is in the description area beneath this video, as well as my PayPal me link, where you would be able to, if you'd like to support the channel with just a donation. So that and the monthly general monthly Ascension Angel messages you can find for December as well in the description area beneath this video. And just a reminder too, for now, I'll be doing my readings during the, on Saturdays. And I just got through my, excuse me, the first half of the year. The main event for me was the Christmas show that I had to put on with my at the school where I work, and so it went really well, and that's a major release and relief. So hopefully now, before the Christmas holiday break, I will find myself being able to leave school early, but you know how it is. It's always something to grade. I have to catch up on a lot of stuff like that too. There may be some opportunities over the holidays, but I'll have to let you know, like if I'm planning to go away. Most likely I'm thinking around the New Year's, probably the week. I have 2 weeks off, so probably the second week. But anyway, maybe I'll just send out some post on my pages, the YouTube page, and on my Facebook page, to let you know about what those days might be during the holidays. All right, so let's take a deep breath and center ourselves. And just allow your attention as you are breathing, relaxing, releasing, and letting go. And just place your attention on your heart chakra. And just see it glowing as this white, pure white orb of light and energy and power. And also sense or be aware of pale pink light emanating from it and sparkles of gold. And feel your heart chakra just opening and warming as the angels touch your heart. And they're writing that they're helping you right now, with your permission, to release anything and you can just have the intention of just releasing as much as it is appropriate for you at this time. And also to ground your body. So see gold and silver roots growing from your earth star chakra. Deep, deep, deep down into the crystalline heart, pink heart of Lady Gaia. And as you do, receive her multicolored light filled with the earth wisdom flowing through your body, deep into your cells, and completely surrounding you. This beautiful multicolored flame. And just feel it expand all around you in every direction. Protecting you and activating specific codes of wisdom and keys for ascension as Earth and humanity are rising in frequency together. And just let it pour into your consciousness. And feel yourself connected to everyone through your I am presence and the love that's radiating from your heart. So they're showing that word release, and they're really in particular also highlighting in your body. And they just wrote the word song, and so it's also a great way to let go through singing or even sound, especially the sound of your own voice. It feels like we just need an outlet for our voice at this time. And maybe one, so it doesn't matter if you think you can sing or not, that you can't sing. It's even better when you don't think about singing, but you're just thinking about releasing. And it could be very healing for you at this time. And be aware that your voice is a unique signature of light that is a part of the entire symphony of the universe, of voices, not just the voice of sound, but the voice of your heart, the voice of your soul and its purpose and passions and desires. Allow yourself to release that every opportunity that you have in this week. To release the joy of your sound, your voice, your soul, through whatever traditions, or if it's just something that you do where you go to some space and you just let it out. But know this is going to be because they keep bringing up the body, and this is going to be very healing for your body. It's one way for your body, for you to release some steam, to release stress from your body, where your body's been holding for you. When you let your voice go free, you give your body a break from the holding pattern. We're all right now just really bracing ourselves a lot lately for what we perceive what might be the worst. I can tell you, there definitely were some challenges and some real adversities since I've started my job and trying to get that performance together. And I'm sharing this with you because I think it's the same thing that they're trying to give me the sense of about the world and the state that we think it's in right now. And it really is each and every one of us. We're creating our reality. And your belief, your faith is more powerful than any scary story that your ego is conceiving out of fear. It definitely was true for me last night, as everyone's reaction was far greater than I could have ever imagined. And I definitely, at some points along the way, before getting very close to it, was having a lot of doubts. And it was really starting to look bleak. And when it starts to look bleak, when you start to doubt, other things do as well. So the people that you're interacting with, it all becomes very dark because we're feeding that. And they just wrote the word peace as I was saying that. You know, we have to start feeding peace to our own lives. And when we feed peace into our own lives and we really give all of our attention to it, and we think it's a selfish act. However, when you do feed yourself with the peace that you deserve, then you become an activation, a portal or channel of expression for peace to evolve and expand into your community. And then that community expands that into the universe and into our world, and of course our world into the universes. Just know that it's not as much effort, or there's not a lot of time needed, or a lot of things that need to fall into place for love to prevail, for love to be enacted or to be fulfilled. Because these things have nothing to do with the world and the way that it runs, meaning They don't operate, they're not of the world, but they can be in the world. We can bring it in, but they exist beyond this. They're, there's just the power of love does not, and peace does not depend on everybody else out there. It depends on you inside of yourself. And once you join from within, you become joined with the universe that is love and that is already at peace. A million times more, than our little planet and all of its little people worrying and scurrying about so many things. So let's take a look at the card, the Archangel message for the week, and the Archangel that we're working with. Before that, they're drawing my attention, they're writing the word forest. They've never done that before, but my first instinct was to connect with nature at this time as well. So it's really important for us as we release and let our bodies heal that we also connect our bodies to nature, to remember our alignment and our oneness with nature itself. Our physical bodies are Earth. It's Gaia. Just as much as every tree, every grain of sand, every animal, any life, any plant, our bodies are equally sacred with them. And so getting in touch with nature gets us in touch with love and peace. Even though they are threatened by our foolishness, I just see the word, they stand with courage. That courage comes from the knowledge and wisdom of love and peace that they never exist outside of. And neither do you or I. It's just that because we have consciousness and we can think in terms of duality, that we have to work at holding space for what's important. It's not that one is right or wrong, but we have to learn to hold our role. Unique role is to learn to hold the space for what's important, what's in alignment for us, what allows us all to have peace. And to be in alignment with love through our appreciation and our gratitude for everything in our lives, including all of our cousins, our earth cousins, and especially our souls' bodies. We have Archangel Joules, And it says, align with the highest, okay? But also go with the flow. So align with the highest, but go with the flow. I mean, the but's not there, but it just feels that way. Align with the highest and go with the flow. So Archangel Joules has an aquamarine energy. And let's just tune in to Archangel Joules. He is the archangel of the oceans. And as we call in Archangel Joules, feel his feathery wings expanding wide and deep. And he surrounds you in peace, he writes. The peace of the ancient wisdom and knowledge of Atlantis and Lemuria. And he's just asking you to relax and feel the special energy, the peace from the times of Atlantis and Lemuria. And his wings rise high above you like the ocean's waves. And he transports you to the Bermuda Triangle, where the great crystal of Atlantis lies in the etheric realm. Feel the energy, the blazing light that is coming from this crystal pyramid. And allow yourself to step inside of it instantly with Archangel Joules. And feel it opening up your heart and aligning all of your 12 chakras, from your Earth Star chakra all the way up to your stellar gateway. And as you just breathe, feel the energy just pouring in, rushing up through your feet, all the way up. And just accept the keys and codes from ancient Atlantis and Lemuria. Invite this sense of peace deep down at a cellular level. And you might feel your cells just lighting up. And he's placing his hands over your crown chakra to help connect you to the stars and planets in the universe to have access to that higher information that can help inform and guide you through the week in your perceptions and your beliefs. Which will allow you to have a sort of a peace that surpasses all understanding. So you begin to embrace and accept that there's a reason for where you need to be and what you're going through, but there's also choices available to you that can begin to help you to start to move forward and resolve issues or problems that you might face. So that you now are aligned with the highest, and through this wisdom are able to go with the flow peacefully. They just wrote, explain. It's good to take a beat, to take a breath before allowing something. The ego tends to stir up things. The ego doesn't work with facts, it works with suspicions. And that can sometimes be misconstrued as intuition. So the thing to be aware of is suspicions don't help us, in the sense they don't make us feel good. They don't provide clarity. They don't offer a sense of relief or release. They bottle up your intuition, kind of traps it, stuck on some false notion or something that could happen if you only look at it from a narrow viewpoint. So when your ego traps you in suspicion, expand your intuition by looking at it from every other point of view, especially the ones that are the hardest, because you feel so, it feels so personal. So to make it impersonal and objective, really, as they say, put yourself in everyone's shoes. Don't just, put your foot in and then step out. Stand there. Really go through the stuff that's going on with them. Consider what their suspicions are. And then try to figure out what their intuition would be saying to them or would guide them to do differently. So you can understand that the struggle you're going through is the struggle that everybody's going through. And sometimes we get it right and sometimes we don't. But whatever happens, it's meant to happen because it's a lesson for everyone involved. It's okay to be passionate. Very okay to be passionate. just make sure that when you have suspicions, that you take more time to investigate through your intuition. And to jumpstart your intuition, you really have to step into the perspective of every other person, as if you as well as if you are understanding their point of view. It's not enough to just come up with an idea of what the point of view might be, but you have to feel as though you understand that point of view. Then your intuition will step in with light and clarity and love and help you to understand. And they wrote, legitimizes it. Not the suspicion, but legitimizes your intuition, the strength, the power of love that is behind intuition. And from there, you will have that clarity and the peace that surpasses all understanding to act in the best way that love needs you to do. And that does not mean that love is like all nice and, what's that phrase that people use? Pollyanna. It's not that. Sometimes you have to be firm. Sometimes you just have to say it, even though you know it's going to hurt a little bit, but that's not the intention. You're not angry. You're just not putting yourself first, meaning trying to save face for yourself, whether it's just to be liked or to be trusted, because you cannot manufacture these things. If you try to be trusting, if you try to be loving, you try to be compassionate, you're acting, and then you're disingenuous. And so even if you say it in a pretty way, it's still going to be received in a negative way. All right, let's see where we're going with all of this. Now these cards were, there's that king again, huh? We're laid down from right to left today. So we need to pay attention to things on a personal level for ourselves, and less making it about what others are doing or saying. And then in that way, we deflect from ourselves when we do that and make it about everybody else. And so therefore you will just always be in the right. And that's where, when we find we're stuck, is because we have to figure out what's going on with us before we can begin to have our intuition step forward and guide us about how we can be of service to others. Because intuition is not going to step in if you're not ready and you're not in alignment with yourself. So when we act first by neglecting ourselves and what we need to understand, and just try to go deal with everybody else, where you're going to automatically feel like you're suspicious of everyone, and and it just seems really challenging and hard. So the King of Wands is someone who holds a vision and a very passionate and spiritually kind of led vision, right? They're really tapped into that inspiration. And this gives me a sense of we're needing to really raise our vibrations before we can really command or hold space for others to draw from whatever it is you're trying to offer. So this is sort of feels like a tall order for us to do the work at home. That is to say, with the self, the soul, the body, mind, body, soul alignment. Do that work continuously. And we need to be even more vigilant about it now, especially because out in the world, there are these major conversation pieces right now that's just taking up and absorbing all of our time and our lives. And it's literally negative and toxic, and it's meant to distract and divert everyone away from this practice that they're talking about. And so I feel like the King of Wands is just reminding us to get back into that spiritual practice, that spiritual mastery of our own soul, body, mind alignment, that we've been out there worrying about what so and so is going to do and what he said today and blah, 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 blah. And what everybody else is, what they are, but whose side are they on and whose side are you on, all that stuff. And all of that has nothing to do with you. But all of that is meant to make us believe that it has everything to do with us in terms of having power over the souls and having more power than the universe itself, and meaning source and love. And it does not. Only if we feed it does it with our attention. But the intention of the universe, of source, of the company of heaven, and our collective I am presences is far more, a zillion times more. And I know that's not a word, but it's just far more influential than this little planet and all the little people on it squabbling over whatever and manipulating and greedy and all that. And when we give away that kind of power to such a small, insignificant thing, think about it. So things just implode, right? And so there's always something, boom, boom. It's going to always be something because that attention needs to be redirected to the attention of universal love and peace, the only and true influence. And we've had this card before. And I want to say, did we have this two cards side by side? I don't remember, but I remember this. But, so here we have the Eight of Wands. So pay attention to what's coming in. Not out there, but from within. Pay attention to that intuition. And the only way to keep that intuition clear is to put yourself in the shoes of everyone. But you got to understand their point of view. Until you find the way to do that, you will not have command over peace or love. You will not have, meaning command, the influence of peace and love over your reality and all that surrounds you. Get back into that spiritual mastery in the practice of mind, body, and soul, spirit, and then you will find that the clarity and the flow of your life. So again, align with the highest and then go with the flow. This card is align with the highest, and this is go with the flow. This is what Archangel Joules is indicating very clearly here. And here we have again the Four of Pentacles showing up. But this Four of Pentacles for me is just so different in its composure. But interestingly enough, that coin is right there in the heart chakra. You can see it, it's embedded. So, what is blocking? What is blocking your heart right now? What thing, what project, what situation, material, the material world, the things that are outside of you? It could be a relationship. What is that is got you so focused that it's blocking your heart? And you're not open to the doors of opportunity that are behind you. You can open those doors, but it's isolating you. Maybe it's the political landscape of the day, or the things that are going on around the world, the wars, the unrest. But it's taking up so much of your time. It's like it's all you're holding at the end of the day. You can't control though. You can't control things. Not with your thing, meaning you can only control that not with your physical self and your physical impulses, but with your spirit, with the state of your spirit, which they keep writing peace in front of me. So this is an opportunity for you to get with the four here to ground yourself. Ground yourself. They write in front of me for some reason strategies. Okay, I get a sense that you keep trying the same strategies. You just keep worrying, for instance, or you keep holding on to that thing, or you keep trying to hold on to that thing. It's like he's doing like this whole act here. He's got his foot on this, he's got his hands on this, and the thing that's got him stuck is, So it's obviously gonna have to let go of something in order for this to break free. The key is in letting go of something. Because when you do, the doors open. You have more mobility. You have other options for strategies. But if you keep holding on to this one thing that you can't let go of, your strategies are limited. So therefore, doing the same thing is actually insanity, right? And that's the message here with this card from me. All right. Here we have the Two of Wands, and this is sort of the underlying message here, but I feel like the underlying thing here is that you're doing is, again, for me, this card is, is sometimes titled Dominion, right? I'm feeling this sort of in a reverse way, in the sense of, it's all about control and power. And it's interesting here that they use like a kid, because it's sort of like we're just all playing like we're powerful. We're like these kids with these really powerful tools in our hands. We don't know what we're doing. We're not, again, we need to get back into our mastery, get back into our practice, so that we evolve and make use of these tools in a way that is going to open doors, give you the keys to the dominion, but you'll use it with wisdom instead of a lot of folly. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings. Have an incredible week. I know this video is for the Christmas week and other holidays that are being celebrated, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and anything else I don't know. it's a difficult time of the year for some people. Let's not forget those people who this time of the year is a challenge for them, whether it's because they've lost someone and their holidays are never going to be the same again, or if they're struggling with, addiction or, and I see the word depression of some sort, and they just find it hard to have joy at this time. Um, so send light and love to them and extend your light and your gifts to support people who may not be as lucky as ourselves. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful holiday season. God bless you.